Hey guys, welcome back to the next video. In this video, we are going to talk about pod anti-affinity preferred. Now here in this example, I have given the pod definition for my pod name, my preferred pod anti-affinity pod. And here the Nginx image is running in the name of my container. So here I'm using affinity, pod anti-affinity, which means that I can use in over here rather than not in. And then you can see the selection is all the same. And the weight, in terms of weight configuration, the first weight I'm going to look at is not the weight 1, because the higher weight I need to look at is weight 2. So here the topology is going to be hostname, which is going to be hostname for both, because it's going to look at the node name, and then it's going to decide where it's going to create. And that's the criteria it's going to look at. It's going to create it on the node name for both the expressions over here. And then what expression it is looking for, what label it is looking for, is that this is anti-affinity. So that's why I'm putting in over here. So it is looking for anything other than app in backend. So if you look at me, I have two pods running, one with the app name backend, another one running with frontend. So now you can create a pod and then label it as app equal to front end and back end. So that is something you can do if you want to create it like that. Or else, okay, not or else, let's go into this one, particular one. So when I do this configuration, so it is not going to create, because it's anti-affinity, it's not going to create where the backend label is located. So of course that it's not going to create it on worker 2. It should be creating on worker 1, because the other option is over here has a less priority over this one. So which is like a weight of 1. So which means that it's going to choose the worker 1, even though the app in front end is there, even though the app front end label exists, but still it will create it on the worker 1 node. Why? Because well, that has lower priority. So the preference goes a little bit lower on that side. So the preference is more or less on this one. So let's execute it. Let's create work manager 15. Let's remove this file. Let's create work manager 15.yaml. Let's copy paste it. So the same file, so back end, front end. Let's just create this one. Go control, apply FNF. And then the pod is created now. So this new pod is created on worker 1, as I told you. That's pretty much I wanted to show you on this video. If you have any questions, please leave it on the questions section. I will see you on the next video.